Very good evening to you and welcome to the show once again. And today, as usual, we are going to give you tidbits from the world of sports. We're going to start with the post-match analysis of the Chelsea and Leicester City FA Cup quarterfinals game, which was played at the King Power Stadium. It was an exciting and entertaining match with below par performance from Chelsea in the first half. Before I start and roll on today's show, I would like to urge you on to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification part. Share the program as well for me to reach a larger audience, and then send in your comments as well. So we're going to start with Chelsea's match against Leicester City, and those of you who watched the match will bear in mind with me that it was a below par performance, and I've been complaining about the performance of the Chelsea for some time now. I've been complaining about the performance of the team, but Frank Lampard on this occasion seemed to have agreed with me that he described the performance of the team as below par and unexpected of Chelsea. And so if players are supposed to don the Chelsea blue shirt, or on that day they were in white, I know, but the primary color is blue. If they are supposed to don the Chelsea shirt, they have to give more than what they gave yesterday. That was Sunday, yesterday. And so Frank Lampard on this occasion agreed with me. For some time now, I've been complaining about our team's performance, the way and manner in which we allow opponents to have a free header in our 18-yard box, in our defensive part of the field. We allow opponents to have free headers which could easily result in goals. Unfortunately for us, Leicester didn't have their scoring boost on Sunday, and so they had to miss almost all the chances that came their way. And our goalkeeper Caballero was in fantastic shape, with the exception of the error that he made in which Soyuncu, the defender of Leicester, headed, and Azpilicueta was there in the second half to prevent Soyuncu from scoring that goal. Then I think was attempting to score an equalizer for Leicester City, for that matter. And so Billy Gilmour also, I'm picking on some of the players. Billy Gilmour, and the game in itself, Chelsea had lost the first half possession to Leicester, and then second half Chelsea lifted the game a little bit. Frank Lampard introduced three players, Ross Barkley, Kovacic, and then Cesar Azpilicueta, and so Chelsea lifted their game in the second half, which resulted in Williams setting up Ross Barkley to clinch the winner for us. And so, not surprising at all, Billy Gilmour had a day to forget. He had a bad day, unfortunately, but I don't want to pick on him. He's a good player. This is the first match that I think he flopped. And also, another mention is supposed to go with respect to Emerson. Emerson still is not giving up his best. Remember, I criticized him in my previous shows. If you've not watched the shows, please go back and watch the shows. I criticized him, and up till now, he's not changed. No wonder Alonso has cemented the number 3 position. Prior to next season, probably we're going to have Ben Chilwell or Alex Telles from FC Porto to come and slot in that position, depending on Alonso's position. Alonso and Emerson both are heading towards the exit door of the club. And then, I talked about Caballero. He was fantastic, with the exception of that error that he made, which nearly culminated in the equalizer. And also, let's look at the statistics. Chelsea, in combined possession of the entire duration of the game, had 52%, whilst Leicester had 48%, slightly having the edge over Leicester in terms of possession. Of course, Frank Lampard, Chelsea have the kind of game that they play. Even last season, they were the only team that had possession better than Manchester City in a game that City won 2-1. And in the second encounter recently, we also had to give up possession for City to also beat them 2-1. In this game, I'm reverting back to the Leicester game. We had 4 shots on target. Leicester had 3. and Leicester had 7 corner kicks, we had 5. So interestingly, it was a game in which most of our players disappointed. Most of our players, Zuma came in for Christensen. Chris Zuma for some time now has not been featuring, but his communication with Antonio Rudiger was sometimes not well done, though the two of them did fantastically better as compared to. So in effect, you could see that Emerson was the person who didn't impress on that day. And then I think Loftus-Cheek also came in the second half or so, and also had to give up a little bit of his performance there. All in all, we had an excellent afternoon. Despite the poor performance, we were lucky to run away with the win. And so we must thank God for that we are going to the semi-finals to face Manchester United at Wembley. And I will be highlighting on that in my next sub-program for that matter. And so I hope this time around Frank Lampard is going to beat Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer has been beating him for some time now. Hopefully this is going to be a turnaround. And then Arsenal also will be featuring Man City. I'm going to have a mini program on that. So briefly, I think that's what I have to highlight on today's show with respect to Chelsea's match against Leicester City. And then on the part of Leicester City, Jamie Vardy had a quiet day. Jens Telemann had a quiet day. I also saw one positive on the part of Leicester. Ndidi also did well. A point in time, he was even shoveling N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante, I think now his energy is going down. I don't know why. He's my man. I don't know why. Normally, I don't criticize Kante, but Kante, there was one occasion that Ndidi had to shove him off the ball easily. And I said, wow, is this Kante? Because Kante is not easily beaten to the ball. But this time, Ndidi had to make a mess of him and took the ball to the attacking line for Leicester, in which unfortunately they messed it up again. And then Schmeichel, the goalkeeper, also had a good day, despite the fact that Ross Barkley had to beat him. And he was beaten by Tammy Abraham earlier on, but the referee ruled that to be offside. Tammy Abraham to be in offside position. And so, all in all, it was a balanced game, despite the fact that we are crying, we are Chelsea, we're crying with our performance that is below par. But both teams had not good performance, but we'll take it that since Chelsea won the game. And I will end the program here by thanking you for spending your precious time to engage with me on this channel. Please continue to subscribe and support the program from you. God richly bless you. Take care. Inshallah, we're going to meet on the channel again. Bye-bye.